Episode 221. Late at night. A man and woman. Serena slept very well in Jake's arms, and suddenly laughed in her sleep. Jake was looking for information with his mobile phone, and hearing her sudden laughter, he could not help but laugh. She woke herself up, opened her eyes and noticed his posture, then smiled bigger. Putting an arm around his waist, she shrank into his embrace.
"What did you dream about?"
He threw the phone aside and asked her.
"Laughing so happily."
She laughed again. Staying in his arms and keeping herself warm, she said, "I dreamed that I gave birth to twins, a boy and a girl. But you only like to hold the girl, so the boy climbed on top of your head and pooped." He tapped on her nose and whispered,
"Then I will kick his little powdered bum. The little guy is too naughty."
But after saying that, for some reason he thought it might come true. Looking at her belly, he put his hand on it and asked helplessly,
"How come it is just more than a month?"
"Yeah, time is not flying." Serena also touched her belly. Very flat if you didn't look at it closely. You would not even notice the change.
"When does the first trimester pass? It's really hard."
Mortified, she threw a punch at him. "Can't you think about something else?" He smiled, reached out and grabbed her hand. He put his leg on top of hers and spoke in his deep voice, a bit of a smile on his lips.
"Of course. I will have 2 boys and 1 girl, and train our sons to be the protectors of our daughter."
"Do you really prefer girls for real?"
"I would like whoever you give birth to."
"How about a choice between a boy and a girl?"
"A girl."
Jake did not hesitate.
"She will definitely be like you."
"But I want to have a boy like you."
"Well, you can have 2 boys."
"Aren't we planning for a big family then?"
"I could afford them all fine. Not afraid at all."
Serena chuckled and felt grateful about her life. "Are you not tired? You've been driving and walking for so long."
"Not tired. In fact, I'm pumped. We just found out more about the Camilla matter."
He repeated the things that Drake had just told him, which made her feel dumbstruck. "Camilla Davis?"
"Yes. That is why Travis couldn't find her in so many years. Not because she died, but because she had changed her identity and... She is the wife of Charlie Wrong. With that kind of protection around them, there was nothing Father Travis and Uncle Daniel could have done. Digging around them, and Charlie would have had them arrested."
Her eyes were wide open. "No way! Charlie Wrong's wife is Camilla Davis!"
"Well, the specific relationship is still uncertain. On the 6th, we will drive to Houston to thank him in person, and then maybe you could ask him a few more questions."
She had always wanted to visit and thank him. After all, her life was saved by Charlie. However, such news was tantamount to a bomb. Travis Green was not her biological father, and Charlie was Camilla's husband. So it was possible.
"Don't think about it."
Jake put his hand on her face.
"This possibility is very small. Charlie isn't the type to let his flesh and blood wander around. Now, sleep."
Serena pouted. "How do you know what I'm thinking?"
"Because I have also thought about this. But the chance is so slim that we should not think about it right now. Now be good and sleep."
"Okay." Serena closed her eyes, but she couldn't sleep. Looking up, she saw his pair of dark eyes. She pursed her lips, raised her eyes, and kissed him. "Good night."
"A goodnight kiss is not like this."
Jake held her head, sucked on her lips, and deepened the kiss. She hugged him back, mesmerized and panting. With a blush, she looked down and did not dare to move. He held her, his eyes closed and lips slightly curled. On the other hand, in another room in the Fontaine Hotel, Stephen Wrong pulled Miranda to the center of the bed and tucked her in. He turned off the light and did not move again. She quietly moved to the side. Her back stiffened. She was finally relieved, until she heard even breathing from the other side. Damn it. Too exciting. She quietly climbed up and looked for the bottle of mineral water she just drank from in the dark. Her vision was great during the day, but at night, she was basically blind. It was dark everywhere, and Miranda looked for the table with a hand on the wall. Accidentally, her toes were tripped by the edge of the carpet, and she immediately fell forward. The sound of falling was especially obvious in the quiet night. She almost called out, but immediately covered her mouth and climbed up. She threw a glance back and saw nothing. He shouldn't be up, right? Slowly looking for the table, she finally touched the water bottles. She lifted them up one by one and found the lightest one before she drank it up. As she felt her way back, she avoided the carpets and reached out to touch the edge of the bed. Be careful, be careful. However, just as she walked around her spot on the bed and was ready to climb up, her hand felt a hot body. She was shocked and immediately took her hand back, but at the same time, a big hand pulled her down. Miranda exclaimed as she was lifted up and then held tight. "Stephen Wrong!" She growled, but he was not reacting. Then she suddenly remembered that when he had just been imprisoned by Jake, he had warned her, "I am a sleepwalker, so you better not be here, or even if I kill you, I will not receive a life sentence." No way. This guy was sleepwalking now. His breathing was still very even. She struggled a little and found that she could not move at all. No, he couldn't, she thought. He was a tosser and a fidgety sleeper. "Hey, let go!" Miranda felt a bit spooked. It was the first time that she had ever seen a sleepwalker. And this sleepwalker was lying with her now, which was too dangerous. What if she was half asleep and killed? Feeling anxious, Miranda lifted his hand and removed it. Stephen moved, moaned, and buried his head right in her chest. Shocked, she was writhing and struggling madly, shouting, "Damn it, Stephen, go away! Don't think I won't punch you if you try to wander your hands! Are you using your sleepwalking to get to me?" She yelled. Sleepwalking? Stephen's lips curled quietly. He initially just wanted to pretend to be asleep. Since she gave him such a good excuse, he had no reason not to take it.